Welcome to the channel, everybody. My name is Ryan, and this is Unreal World, and we are back today for our Spirit Quest playthrough, continuing. And as you can see, we've got a pig in our sights. Maybe you didn't notice him. He is a tiny little pink dot when we're zoomed out, but there he is. Oh, let's look at him. Big wild boar. Looks a little bit fatigued. So, that means we need to run this boy down. So let's get started right now. I think he's alone, so we don't have to worry about his friends attacking us because pigs are an aggressive species, meaning if you attack them and provoke them, they can turn on you and attack. Some animals will, some won't. But, oh, I forgot, we've got ourselves a doggo. Haha, we did some trading. See that arrow right there above me? I want to go grab that, but there's our piglet. So, as you well know, if you've watched before, I always look at the prey. Every time I lose sight and then reacquire view, I look at them. It's good to get in that habit and just keep a constant status on your prey. But if you guys are new to this series or just tuning in for the first time to Unreal World itself, I've got a short tutorial series linked down below in the description as well as my other playthroughs. But alright, so the pig is off. I'm actually going to run, going into run mode. Ooh, I just noticed my endurance is pretty high. Yeah, I don't like that, but all right, we're gonna stop running. What am I carrying? Okay, I only have 77 pounds on me, so that means we're doing okay. Weight is not the factor. We're just kind of tired. I think we've been chasing the pig for a little while. Since last episode. But if you look, this says negative 67. If this gets to negative 100, then we can't move. We're essentially stuck, and we need to rest to recuperate a little bit. So where did our piglet friend go? I don't see him at the moment, but there he is. There he is. All right, let's take a look at him. See, this is good. This is good. Okay, he's still only slightly fatigued. He's a big boy, but look at him. So he's confused himself around the water. You see that? That will happen. The animals tend to like freak out when they get next to the water and they kind of run themselves ragged. Let's see. Sometimes you can even trap them. But okay, he's still only slightly fatigued. I have a feeling this big boy right here's got some stamina. All right, there he goes. I'm not going to run. I'm just going to continue to walk behind him. If you'll notice, our penalty is now reducing. It's going down. That's because just walking on regularly like grass like this is not that strenuous for us. So we're able to breathe and catch our breath as we walk. Now, if we were in like knee deep snow, that's a different story, but we don't have to worry about that right now. So we're in a really nice area though with all this water. This is okay, still only slightly. I'm hoping this is going to cause him to weigh, wear himself out a lot quicker than he normally would. But there he is. All right, like I said, let's take a look at him. Still only slightly fatigued. Dang. Well, I'm gonna push it until something changes. Either we get him down another stage of fatigue, or he runs into the forest or something. Oh, now this is definitely a change right here. Check it out. So he is aggressive. I just started to approach him as normal and, continuing to push him, trying to get him fatigued. I think he's a little bit fatigued still, but he has become aggressive. You see the little red quotation marks or whatever, also above my dog too. So whenever you have a canine friend, they will go aggressive when an animal attacks you. So we can also shoot at him. I've got an arrow knocked. What I'm going to do is let him get a little closer. There we go. That's a good shot right there. And let's take a headshot. Oh, all right. Pierces his shoulder. Not bad. So now he is fleeing. Usually most animals are cowards in that sense that once you hit them after they've turned aggressive, they'll run away. You know what I'm saying? I shouldn't call them cowards. They're just trying to preserve their lives. Now, humans, on the other hand, are all cowards. The nerp has it. No, they don't really react that way necessarily. Now, this is crazy. Look how close we are to him. He's crippled. I'd prefer not to keep plugging him full of arrows. For one thing, we can easily lose our arrows doing that. But number two, it also damages his hide. And I would love to get this boy and Yeah, yeah. So you can see I've got my hand axe wielded now. Because with his crippled status, I'm able to actually keep up with him just about basically. Oh, boy, boy. Okay, I don't even need to run at this point. Let's go into stealth mode. I'm going to zoom in here just for a moment or two until I need to. Ah, he got away. I was hoping he would stay put. Stay there, bud. Oh, okay, let me run. I'm going to sprint towards him. All right, let's stop. I'm trying to corner him so I can get in melee with him. Here we go. Okay. Oh, okay. Blunt to the legs. Bring him to the ground. Take him down. Come on. Be careful not to accidentally target your dog. Okay. Of course, the dog is also fighting, I believe, right? Yeah, yeah. Neptune barks an alarm. There he is. Okay, he's down. He's down. He's not unconscious though, but I'm gonna go blunt to the head and repeat that. Okay, he's moving. We took his legs out though, so he's down like that now. See how he's kind of crouched. It's hard to see because the dog's kind of in the way. Blunt head. Oh, oh, oh. Gotta be. I'm trying to be extremely careful not to hit the dog, but it's going okay. It's just a blunt attack, so even if I did hit the dog, it probably wouldn't be fatal. But nonetheless, I don't want to be hitting my dog by accident. I've done that too many times in the past. All right. Okay, he's down. He's down. So immediately I pull away from him once he's dead, and I'm going to tie the dog up. Yeah, Neptune. Tied to tree. Because if we look at our pooch, he's probably starving. No, he's not, but we haven't had him long enough, but he's going to be hungry. He's bound to be hungry. And I don't want him eating parts of the carcass, because that would definitely tear it up and make the skin poor quality. But there we go. We got ourselves a big boar, baby. Let's see. Oh, man. Okay, so I can pick up my arrow here, too. And before we do anything, let's have a nice little snack. Awful roasted cuts. I've got a bunch of roasted cuts, and that reminds me, one of my most loyal viewers commented and said that I should trade the roasted meat for preserved meat in the future. Because right now, if we kill this, like this boy right here, I'm probably going to have to do the same trick. So I'm going to roast this meat up, and we'll probably head back to the Drick territory, trade with them. But in addition to whatever goods we trade with, we're just going to exchange this roasted stuff for like preserved meat, which is better for us because we need it. We're on the road. We're on the trail. All right, so we're going to skin him, butcher him. Okay, let's rest. I probably should have rested before butchering. I'm sorry, before skinning, but it's okay. I actually have a feeling that that the skin here is going to be absolutely terrible. Ragged wild boar skin. I knew it because our hide working ability is very, very poor. But that's not the end of the world. Really, the big thing we want this boar's leather for is to make a raft. That's going to allow us to start putting nets into the deeper waters. So that is pretty amazing. All right, we've got our pooch. We've got exactly 162 wild boar cuts. So let's zoom out, jump to the world map, and head back to our shelter. Okay, well, we are back here at the shelter. It's just behind me. And I attempted to dry the meat again, but it's still too warm and humid here, unfortunately. But that's not a big deal. Like I said, we're just going to roast all of it up. And you can see I've actually put down the bones over there by the dog, so now I can tell him to eat. He's going to be very happy, and he'll munch on those bones right there. So that's a good use for the bones. Now, normally, I think in base game, there's not much you can do with bones like that other than feed them to your dog. They might have changed it and added a couple crafting things, but we do, of course, have a set of mods installed. So there's a whole bunch of stuff we can craft. In addition to that, we can do a lot with bones, too. So it's handy to have these around, and not just for the dog's belly. So let me see here. First thing, before we actually start roasting, I think we should go ahead and prepare, or start to prepare the skin. So let's go over, and we need to tan the skin. I already cleaned it on site, and we're going to use the fat here from the pig itself. Boom, there we go. So It's at our feet now, and it will not be ready for the next step until early evening. So I've got a few. Oh my God, he ate so many bones. He ate like three of those bones there. Good job, pup. But I'm going to spend that time waiting for the skin, just cooking up some pig meat. All right, well, here goes the last two wild boar cuts. Actually, you know what? We're just going to do one of those. And I can't forget our general sacrifice here. Yeah, I should at least sacrifice one cut from each kill. Probably more than that for big kills like this, but you don't want to do it like in a row. Just do it once today, and then maybe we'll do another piece tomorrow. But this is definitely a screen I should be getting more and more familiar with, which reminds me, another commenter pointed out that I failed to use my little magic spell. It's not so much a spell, just more like a game tip, but you can think of it as a spell. It says when a fishing rod, when going fishing with a rod, you should first throw the fishing rod into the water, and then you will have good fishing luck. So that is probably true. I mean, for the game itself, it's going to happen. So I need to be utilizing that, and I forgot to the first couple times we fished. This one, oh yeah, and it says the very first first fish of the spring that you catch with a fishing rod. So that one I need to remember. Of course, we're in fall right now. It actually says late summer up here, but we're day 7 of the 10th week before winter season. So pretty early fall, late summer. But let's go ahead and see. There's a bunch of meat at the ground still cooking up, so it'll be ready soon. Roasting meat doesn't take very long, but I don't think the skin is quite ready. Nope, won't be ready for an hour, so not a big deal. You know what I can do is come over here. I've got some saplings I picked up. So see, I've got 10 4-foot cords, and I've got another 5 saplings, which I can turn into more of that primitive cordage right there, spruce white. I'm going to use all 5 of those. And now we will drop right here at our feet 2 inferior 4-foot sections, 8 regular, and yeah, that's it. So I like to keep the cordage for my meat because that's what this is specifically for, drying and smoking meat once we get the right facilities. But I like to keep it separate from everything else just so I'm not fumbling around searching for it in and amongst all the stuff I've got accumulated at my shelter. Speaking of which, let's drop some stuff at our shelter. So I don't need the hemp yarn or the rope yet. That rope will come into handy very soon though, because we're going to be making ourselves a raft. You might have noticed I've got a strange looking thing right here on the ground. These are our nets. I've got 2 nets right here. But they're very heavy, so I'm not carrying them with me. I just left them here at the campsite. They will be perfectly safe. Nobody's going to come and take them. Okay, good morning. We have awoken. It is the small hours of the morning, and I have already gone through the first stage of the skin. So the wild boar skin will be ready by early morning, which is actually not that far away. We could just mess around. Let's tell our dog to eat. There he goes. He's going to have his little breakfast. I thought I had some more bones. Yeah, I do. Okay, I've got some more bones. I'm going to grab some elk bones and drop them right here for the boy. Make sure he doesn't run out. There we go. 4 of them. So, how about we do a little fishing while we wait? What do you say? Now I should throw the fishing rod into the water. Choose a target. Whoops, I just shot my arrow into the water. Yeah, let's wield the fishing rod. Now let's tee to throw the old rod, and we will put it just right in front of us. You carry a perfectly true throw. Nice. All right, so we'll pick that up, and we don't need to equip the bow, or I'm sorry, the fishing rod to actually use it, so I'm just going to re-equip my arrow. But now that our fishing rod is nice and wet, nice and moistened, let's give this a try. I'm going to use some bait. It's just a tiny little sliver of stale roasted elk cut, so let's do it. Oh, we caught 5 roaches, baby. Oh, I shouldn't do this right on top of my nets. It's just a little bit annoying. All right, there we go. Repeat. And fishing rod. I wish I could just repeat. I guess since we have to choose bait, it's going to make me do that each time. That is pretty good, actually. All right, you know what? I shouldn't be catching all this food. I mean, it's not bad, but I can't preserve it, other than roasting, which is the worst kind of preservation. So we need to go ahead and just take these stale roasted cuts and stuff. And I'm going to take the raw fish. We'll probably cook it when we get to the camp or to the village, but I'm really just trying to kill a little bit of time here. And there we go. So the ragged rinsed wild boar skin is ready for the final stage. And let's go through with that. Well, it's not very big, but it's going to be extremely helpful. We've now got 3.7 pounds. I don't know if that's going to be enough for 2 full leather ropes. We need 3. We have 1. But we're not going to find out yet. I can't sit around making a raft right now. Oh, I just remembered our traps. I'm just looking at them. Is there a bird up there? No. Maybe. But no, there's not. No, I can't waste time with this meat on me, so we've got to go. Oh no, I want to take the dog. Come here, pup. You're coming with me, Poseidon. No, our name is Poseidon. You're Neptune. Haha, I'm going to get that confused. We untie Neptune, pick up the rope, and we are off. So we're going to head, like I said, right back to the Drick culture. They're the closest, not to mention they're very wealthy, and I've already marked one of these areas, I think. Pigs and dogs. I feel like... Oh yeah, we've got our arrow order for broadhead arrows too. So I forgot all about that. Yeah, let's go up there and see if he wants some stale roasted elk cut. Okay, here we are at the location of the blacksmith. Oh, I'm very weary too. I should probably rest. Hello there, sir. Let's greet our friend. Good day, Poseidon. What can I do for you? How's it going? Just fine. So we have spent a little bit of time in this village, obviously. Well, I think this was the one we did a quest for him, too. So as we get to know the people and stuff, obviously they remember us and stuff like that. I want to go back to chat selection. I'm going to give this guy a little piece of meat. Should I give him the raw fish? Now let's give him the roasted boar fat. That's an ounce of fat there, buddy. That's good, man. That's good food right there. All right, let's go ahead and escape. And we are heading to the blacksmith. We just got to find him. Let's go ahead and talk to this gentleman. Great. Good day to you. Mustn't grumble. That's what he says when we ask him, how's it going? I love that response. All right, we're going to go ahead and give this little gentleman here a piece of roasted wild boar cut. There you go, buddy. You're welcome. Ooh, let's visit the lady. Hey, there's the blacksmith. He heard that there was meat being passed out, and he said, I'd like some. So he came outside his door. Let's greet the miss. Hello, how's it going? And we'll go back. D to deliver. We're just like Santa Claus. We're the Santa Claus of Finland. All right, let's talk to our boy here before I give out all my food. So if we greet him, how are those fine broad arrowheads coming? See the first selection? Let's do it. It will be ready after 2 days, bro. How are you going to make me wait? Shoot. Well, that's okay. Actually, I could have looked at that on the map probably, but nonetheless, let's see here. I don't recall. There's 3 dried trouts. Dude, that's a lot of meat right there, actually. Hold on. 2.3 pounds, not as much as I'd hoped. Let's go ahead and search these guys' buildings again and see if there's any meat I can trade for, any preserved meat. Okay, so I managed to pick up a few extra pieces of food, and I got a wooden tub, so I can start carrying water around with me instead of having to just only drink it like natural sources, which will be helpful. And I'm only trading him 35 roasted cuts out of like 160 something, so that's a pretty good trade. Let's go ahead and do this. And boom. Now we can leave the village. I have a feeling that part of that was just, oh wait, you know what? We're weary. Let's go ahead and rest. And I do have some fish I'd like to cook, don't I? But I think part of our deal there was the fact that we are probably liked here. So they might have given us a bit of a discount. I don't know. It's hard to say if that's true or not. But all right. So you can see I've got 3 dried trouts, 2 pounds, couple larvettes, just a little snack, and 4 dried pikes. Not too bad. Okay, it is the small hours of the morning. I have rested here and cooked our fish. I'm having to step over all the sleeping bodies in the village. I'm going to go ahead and zoom out, and I know they have a water source here. I saw it earlier. There it is. So we're going to take a nice little drink here, and oh yeah, let's go ahead and step in the pool. Ah, beautiful. So we're actually literally in the water right now. We're just look at these guys are watching. Hey, can you not watch me take a bath, please? God. All right, so we're gonna eat some of our awful food here. Literally disgusting. He's like, you finish eating the awful roasted. This tastes terrible. He says, sorry, buddy, you cooked it. But all right, so we're good. We're cool. Also, let's go ahead and fill up our wooden tub. There it is, newly acquired. Boom. Oh, come on, I'm standing in the water. You can't figure out the direction. All right, there we go. So we have now filled our water. Time to head to the next village because we're going to look for some more, I guess not just preserved food, although that is going to be very helpful to exchange that for some dried stuff. But I might look for a couple of axes. I mean, we've got a hand axe, but a broad axe, a carving axe. You know what? God, I think that we have both of those here in this village. Hold on a second. Okay, well, I was right. They do have both a carving and a broad axe here at this village. I don't know why I was going to leave and look for it when I knew I'd seen it. But nonetheless, I can't afford both. I've already tried to do the trade for both of these with all the meat. It's just not enough. But I think we might be able to get the carving axe. So I'm going to drop the broad axe and reinitiate the trade. Let's go ahead and do that. Offer items. So now we just have the axe. Let's see. Let's put like 50 up. Offer is halfway there. Okay, we'll do the rest of it. There we go. Boom. Okay, it's a deal. Now that was most of our food, but I've still got 26 roasted cuts. Well, a little bit more than that, about 40 actually, with some fish as well. So yeah, let's head to the next village and see if we can't trade that in for some preserved food. Okay, well, that's the last of our meat right there. And I didn't get a whole lot from these guys. I tried to get a rope out of there too, but they just weren't having it. We didn't quite have enough, but I ended up with a little bit of preserved food here. So we've still got some roasted stuff. I'll have to go through that first, but we've got 3 dried trouts, larvettes, pikes, and some more pikes down there. So that's good enough, I think, to get us going. Now, also, I think I failed to mention the reason I want the carving axe and the broad axe. We're going to come back for that broad axe at some point in the future once we get some more stuff made up. But that is good for not only like certain kinds of crafting, which it's good to have a variety of tools for, obviously, but specifically building cabin, the log cabin that we're probably at least going to make a smokehouse. You know, we're going to need to build a smoker, but doesn't require, but it's preferred to have certain types of axes. Again, a variety for different tasks on the cabin itself, and the carving axe and broadhead are a big part of that. So, like I said, I'd love to come back there at some point, and we will. Hey, look, there's a reindeer right there. I would actually pursue that and take the carcass right back to the village and cook it and trade it to them, but it's surrounded by forests, so there's no way I'm going to be able to, yeah, hunt that thing. I mean, it's possible. I'm sure people have had very successful hunts in the deep forest. I don't even bother with it. I never have much luck, but here we are back at our home sweet home. So let's jump into the shelter. Honestly, hold on. Let's see. What are we carrying? 62. I've got that carving axe. That's not bad. I just want to make sure I'm pretty light on my feet right now because let's do a little exploring. We haven't even fully opened up this coastline down here. So, yeah, come stand on top of this mountain. Look at this. There's like a whole big island down here. We can't get to it right now via land. There's no land bridge here. I don't see. Actually, you know what? There might be if we go around. I see a connection, possibly. Oh, encounter a squirrel. Yeah, let's do it. At this early stage, it's great to have as many furs and things as I can possibly get my hands on. And I've got to make up for the first squirrel I caught, which I let go rotten, like a terrible, terrible hunter. All right, so we're going to zoom in. This is actually a good situation. I've got him trapped. So I'm going to go ahead and throw the longbow. No, we'll throw our club up there. Oh, we got him. Holy crap, I knocked him unconscious with that. I'm trying to avoid shooting my arrows because they'll probably go flying. All right, well, that was easy. Blunt to the skull. Sometimes you get lucky, you know what I'm saying? Dropped in an instant. Okay, we are back at camp. As you can see, oh, hold on. Let me knock an arrow. Our dog, he's tied up there, and I made sure not to play around, not to carry that squirrel, halfway across the map exploring. I said, let's just go right home. This is also good just to get our hide working skill up a little bit, I think. Let's go ahead and skin. Beautiful. Butcher. I don't think we'll get bones from the squirrel. No, unfortunately not. Let's see. it's another ragged squirrel skin. We're going to have to do a lot of hide working, I think, before we actually see like some decent quality stuff because we're untrained. I should have put a point in that, but that's okay. Look at our weather lore skill. Literally a skill I never use, but I didn't put points in that. He just happened to be good at it coming out of the gate, so to speak. But nonetheless, guys, I think that's going to do it for today's episode. I'm going to go ahead and finish off the squirrel skin here. And yeah, we're going to use the fat. So I appreciate everybody tuning in for this episode and the series itself. It's a lot of fun bringing you the Unreal World. I love to see how many fans actually still enjoy this very old school, but nonetheless enjoyable and punishing survival sim. So again, thank you guys. Big shout out to the Patreon supporters out there. I appreciate you guys very much. And I will see you all on the next episode.